Hello, this is Learn With Me Pickleball. It's Daniel Scrady here, and I'm back with another match review. In this match specifically, it is me versus two really solid players. One of them I've actually been beaten. I've gotten pickled by before. And so in this match, I'm going to be focusing specifically on the number of shots in the rally and then also the return quality. So I have a piece of paper next to me here. I'm going to be recording the number of shots in each rally, and I'm going to average it all at the end. And I'm going to be recording if the quality is short, or sorry, if the return is short or good, meaning that it's deep with some pace, or if they miss the return. Okay, let's get started. One, two, three, four, eight. Okay, let's rewatch this point here. I just recorded the number of shots in the rally and the quality of the return. So this is a good return here. It's nice and deep. So I decided to drive this. We talked about this a lot in the last video about sometimes when the serve is really deep, it's smart to just hit a drive. So you get a shorter fifth shot that's easier to drop, and that's exactly what happened here. I got a shorter fifth and dropped this into the middle. Me dropping into the middle kind of takes away their angles, so it's easier for my partner and I to move in. And I go back to the middle again when I'm in the transition zone there. And then my partner gets a nice high ball and we attack that and we win the point. So on to the next point here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots. I'd say the return there was good again. Let's rewatch this. Good serve, good deep return. He drives that again like we were talking about. Gets another tough one, but that's a good reset. And then I honestly got lucky here. I think I should have been a little bit lower for this shot that I was hitting. I was leaning in to try and attack and then pop that up, and I got lucky there. He probably should have attacked that down the middle. But next point. So we got two good returns so far. The turn is out. So that was just 2 shots. That's a good 3, 4 shots. Okay, let's rewatch this. Good deep serve. Good return there. I decided to drop this. I like to drop a lot of my thirds personally because I kind of like to let the point develop. When the ball is higher, I like to drive, and like we're talking about when it's deeper, I'm working on driving to get a shorter one. When I'm trying to put on a lot of offense, I hit drives or I hit like a spinning drop to their feet. But for kind of like a very standard one like we just saw, I like to drop that and let the point develop. So you can see I hit a good drop, we're able to move in, he hits a good reset into the middle there, and then he misses. So that's smart shots from us. Good return. Okay, next point. Okay, so I'd say this and this one, this is the first bad. I'm gonna count the number of shots quick here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. And this was our first bad return here. So because he slices this and it's kind of short, you can see I get up and I'm excited to hit this. And I drive this down the middle. I think there's a little bit of confusion there. He hits it with his backhand. I decided to drive this for 2 different reasons. The first was that it was short and higher, and I had my forehand there. I could kind of be aggressive. But the second is because he slices this, and the ball's kind of spinning this way. If I hit topspin on that, it's just going to continue, and it kind of like doubles the spin. So unless you're going to be able to hit a really good slice that's really deep, for the most part, and kind of Zane Navratil addresses this, a pro player, slicing is not as popular anymore among the returns. And so I hit this with topspin. We're kind of on the offensive here. Good reset there. And then that was kind of just a rushed attack from my partner. They kind of had to hide the high ground on us because they were at the kitchen, but a good third from me. Here, 1 second. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's our longest rally so far of 12 shots. And let's go back to watch the return here. That was a nice return, and so he decides to drop it. And we're in this rally here. That's a reset dink from me. Reset dink. I got lucky with that speed up there. I don't know I was following that super well. And then specifically here, this is kind of like a reoccurring theme throughout this match is I like to set up these backhand cross-court rallies with the guy in the grayish shirt over there. Because he kind of tends to pull this. When I hit a good cross-court shot, he tends to try and pull it back cross-court. But a lot of times, like if you're on defense, you kind of want to pull that ball back to the middle. So if we watch here, I get sped up and it hits the net. And then I hit a good aggressive cross-court dink here, and he pulls that back cross-court. And because he did that, I was able to reach him with my backhand and flick that. And so we get that point. So he should have hit his backhand back to the middle. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, that's a missed return from me. I think I had been complaining about like the ball skidding or something, but he honestly hit a really good serve here. Yeah, that's just a good serve. And obviously, like, you don't want to be missing your returns, and so that's kind of what I'm highlighting in this match is how important the return is, because we're all pretty good servers in this match, I think. Another big serve, good return. He drives that. This is something you can learn from, like when your partner's coming in, especially when they've kind of like really used their legs a lot, trying to hit like a deeper return. They might not be as fast coming into the kitchen unless they were really good at using their momentum. So my partner was a little slow to come in here. And so I was trying to help him out and cover their third shot, which, like, I think even if you're on the right side or the left side, forehand or backhand, it's nice to help cover the middle when your partner's running in on a return. And then he hit some good resets here, but isn't able to keep it down, and I won that point. But yeah, a good return there, and I did not count the number of shots in that. When I go back, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 13 shots there. That's another really good rally. Okay, that's a 5-shot rally. I would consider this not that great of a return here because, again, he slices this. My partner recognizes this. You can see, like, I'm kind of excited for him to drive it. I kind of move forward a decent bit. And so that was a really nice drive with topspin, kind of doubling the spin there. And then I was able to really swing at that one. So I'm going to consider that a short return. Shorter, like weak. And we can kind of see like how much the return is affecting these points. As kind of like especially in my teaching, I really try and focus on the first 3 shots because I think for a lot of levels, the third shot especially is determining a lot of how these points is going. So that's kind of what I'm analyzing here is like how long the rally is, and then if the quality of the return is correlated to that. Okay. I'm going to back up quick so I can count. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is a good point. This is a short return again. And so normally I think I would drive this, but I think because it was so short, it's kind of like I call it a freebie dink, or a freebie third. I'd kind of referred to this in the last video. The smart shot I think here is to kind of just drop in, which is what I did. I'm kind of developed a point. And then because I liked my drop, I was looking to be offensive here. He did kind of a big backswing there. And so I flicked this. It's the beginning of the match. I'm looking to be aggressive, and the guy across me was not expecting it. I got him in that chicken wing, so that's why we won that point. But I think it made it a lot easier because of their weak return. So we'll see if their returns kind of improve throughout this to keep us from coming in so easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's a 19-shot rally. That's our best rally yet. Let's go back to look at the return here. Okay, yep, that's a fine return. I decided to drop this again, and I go to the middle to kind of, again, take away their angles. I'm moving in. I hit another. Okay, so I think we get down in this rally here because of me. Because I take this shot right here back pretty far cross court, he's able to flick that at my partner. My partner hits a good reset, but we're kind of digging in this point because of my bad shot. And we hit really good resets here, and we're able to get back in. You can see right there, my partner decides to attack again when we're not in a good position and attacks cross courts, and so I get kind of body bagged there. We should have been a little bit more patient and just try to get into the kitchen there, but that's a really 19 shots and a good return. That's a really good rally. Okay, that's probably one of our worst returns so far, and we won this point, I would say, because of it. So we try and bring a lot of firepower. There's 1 shot, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 10 shots. I'm gonna go back here quick. This return is pretty. What happened? This return is pretty high and in the middle there, and you can kind of see I went in and like hesitated. I'm used to not playing with a lefty that's going to help out with that forehand, but he has a very good lefty forehand drive, so I can let him take that in the middle. And so he drives this well because that's kind of sitting up high. We want to be aggressive with this, hits it to the guy that's still moving, and we just continue to bring firepower and win that rally. So I'd say quality of the return is honestly why they got down on that point. That's a short return. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 shots. What happened on the return there? Okay, so we decided to be aggressive again there because this is another short return, I would say. Yeah, it's another short return. So he's driving to the guy that's coming in, but he had good ends in that back end. I think my partner here probably should have laid off because they again kind of out like the high ground on us at the kitchen. We're still in the transition zone. I don't tend to like to attack too many balls from there, so I think that's why we lost that point, but it was a weak return. Okay, next point. Okay, I'd say that's a weak return from me, and that's why I got drove at. Oh, I forgot to count. This is hard. Sorry about me going back all the time. There's 1 shot, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots. And I'm going to call my return short. I'd like to hit a better return than that because lengthwise, he's driving at this because it's short. Goes at me because I was moving. And so because I was moving, I hit a weak 4th shot to him, making his 5th shot easy. And he drops that in. I try to be aggressive there, and I think they kind of attacked too soon again. If you saw right there, that's kind of an attack going to my partner. He's probably not used to my partner having that lefty forehand, so they lose that point. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was just 4 shots, and it was because of a bad third here. Let's go back and look at the return. That's a fine return. He decides to drop it. Yeah, I'm just going to say good. And then he's trying to drop this middle and just hits a little bit high. And I'm trying to help cover my partner because we're unwinding the stack. And I just go down the middle. That's high percentage. That's a good shot from me. Okay, that's a 16-shot rally. This is a good point to break down. I'm going to take a little bit longer on this point here. Okay, so that's a good serve. And because I think he should have been a little bit farther back for that return. He kind of got jammed. And so this return is really short. And like I've kind of said, this is like a freebie third shot. I decided to drive this, which I think is the right shot, and we get into the kitchen really easily. And then I like to set up this backhand cross-court dink here. Something I've been working on, you can kind of notice this, is when I get pulled off on my back foot, I'm trying to take this back to the middle and not be aggressive with this. So I hit reset dinks for these first couple. That's my first aggressive one. He goes back to the middle, which is good. And honestly here, because I moved the ball around well, I didn't even thought this in the match, I want to jump to Ernie on this shot right here, because you can see how far outstretched he is, and I've kind of changed it up direction-wise. I should jump outside the kitchen, look to Ernie on this shot, but I don't. And he keeps that low, so I'm not able to attack him. And then I go back to the middle again, and he was a little impatient because I had kept my ball low. Flicks it, and I get out of the way. But that is a really good point, and that was a short return. And just looking here so far in my list, like, I'm seeing a lot of short returns. We haven't had too many misses. I think 2, which this is like a pro level tournament. I think that's more misses than there should be, but let's continue watching. Okay, serve. That's a solid return. He just drops this. I should be counting. Okay, that was 12 shots and a solid return. I'm not going to break that down because I'd already rewind a little bit. And I can fast forward here. Okay. Switch sides. Okay, that's a 7-shot rally, and that was quite a weak return here. So right here, this is a weak return that's pretty high, and you can see like I'm winding up, and they're unwinding the stack here. But I don't think I should have taken the guy that was standing still. I think I should have taken the guy that was unwinding. But that's still like a really weak fourth because I'd hit it pretty hard. So that's an easy drop in. But I think specifically I lost this because I decided to go out wide here. I think I was trying to either set up an Ernie or just look to be aggressive with some spin, but I got a little bit high, and then I got jammed there. So I probably should have taken that ball to the middle, but I did a good job recognizing that the return was short and being aggressive with the drive. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that was just 3 shots, and this is like what we're looking at. This was a really weak return here. This is high and short, so he comes over to with his forehand and he wails us at me, so we lose that pretty easily. Okay, another 3-shot rally with another really weak return, this time from me. Coming a good deep serve, and that's just really short, so he's looking to just wind up on that and smack it at us. And I think the only thing we can really do here is kind of like concede the kitchen and back up a little bit, prepare for battle and try and reset. But at this level, you can't be hitting that weak of returns. You're going to get killed by hard drives like we've seen. Miss serve, just 1 shot. Okay, and I think I kind of lost this because of a bad return here again. My return wasn't that bad, but you can kind of see I was a little off of my footing or something. Yeah, and so he winds us up at me, and I'm a little late into the kitchen, and I think my backswing was a little bit too big on my volley, so I missed that in the net. I'm going to consider that a short return. And you can see, like, all 4 of these players, like, when we see a short return, we're instantly like, oh, I'm driving this. I'm going to make them pay for this. So we do a good job of recognizing the short return, but we're probably not recognizing that the reason that we're losing a lot of these rallies is because of short returns. I should be counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 shots. Let's look back at the return here. Okay. Not a bad return. But a good drop in, and then a good speed up and good cleanup. That's just good gameplay from them. I'm going to call that a good return. Okay, I got lucky on this. This was a fine return by me. He decides to drop that. But that's a good speed up from him. It just hit the net, so I was able to clean up on that. Okay, 10-shot rally. This is one of my favorites because I was really disciplined in this point. Specifically, like I was talking about, when I get a tough backhand dink trying to go back to the middle. It's just something that I've been working on. So I'm proud of this for myself. But I decided to drop this. That's a fine return. I'm going to put that as good. I decided to drop it. We come in, and I'm happy that I get into a backhand cross-court rally with him because he kind of takes bigger swings than I do. And he's continuing to go cross-court when I was kind of in the lead there. Like, see, when I get a tough one here, I go back to the middle. Right here, I go back to the middle. And then he misses that. And you can kind of, like, set up different patterns by, like, trying to hit to their different feet. I was moving the ball around, but just smart dinking. Okay, that's a weak return. You can see, like, I'm really looking to be aggressive here. I'm going to back up quick to count shots. Okay, 5-shot rally, and that's a really weak return. And you can see, like, right away I recognize, oh, this return's really short. They're unwinding the stack here. I'm looking to be aggressive. It's good to either go with the person that's moving or just down the middle, which caused confusion here. And I basically shake and baked on my own there. But it's just the weak return that I would say that they lost that point. I'm taking a timeout. I'll fast forward. I hope this is interesting for you guys. I'm excited to see the data here about what I'm recording for these shots. Okay, long break. Lots of water. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 shots. And I hope we noticed that was a really weak return again, and that's why I won this point. So weak return here. You can see me winding up. I'm looking to be aggressive, punching that down the middle, and I just continue to stay with it because my drive was good enough. They're not able to get that down, but I think we won that because of the bad return. And it was a short rally because of the bad return. That return is out. 2 shots. That's a miss. That's our 3rd missed return. That's a great shot. I'm going to pause quick. I think that return, let's watch this. I think this return is fine. I think it's just that's a good return. But this is the first time that my partners hit this lefty down the line shot, and they're not used to seeing this shot, and so that's just really good. But I was going to say previously, like, when he misses this return deep here, I think he's probably recognizing, like, oh, we're losing some of these points because of returns. Like, I need to work on getting this deeper to make it harder for them to move into the kitchen. So I think, I think we're up by a decent amount of points here. I think looking to be a little bit more aggressive with the return there is the right idea here. Returns are tough, to be honest. That's a good shot. Okay. Well, can you get the ball? What do we got? 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, that's 14 shots. This return was pretty good. So I decided to drop this. Maybe because I'm off my back foot, and this is something I'm going to reevaluate for myself. Like, I maybe should be driving this, but I had a really good drop there and we were able to move in. And then again, I'm trying to just hit aggressive when I can, but like you see, I'm outstretched here. I'm hopefully going to go back to the middle. And I recognize him and this guy in the blue here and me, we both recognize that I'm really far outstretched. So that's why he's jumping to go for the Ernie here. So I'm doing best I can to try and keep this low and away from him, which I do well. And then that's an easier one for me. I'm aggressive. And I keep going to his back end because he's been missing this, and there we go. I got a little lucky that I didn't Ernie there, that I didn't get Ernied there, but I was trying to avoid that. Okay, that's the last shot of the match. That was 4 shots. And this was a good return, but like we said, for the driving the 3rd shot and dropping the 5th, that was a good drive, and I think his backswing was a little bit too big. But yeah, I hope we learned something. I know I definitely did. Let me average these numbers quick, and I'll put it in the video. I got my handy dandy calculator here. We had a lot of rallies here. Okay, so you can put your guess in the comments for what this average shot rally is. We had 31 rallies in this match with 212 total shots. So that averaged out to 6.84 shots per rally. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.